So, continuing this theme of talking about romance and just, I guess, my lack of success with it, I felt the need to address what I can't seem to understand about its definition in my view and how it translates to me if I don't get it. So, I always think of romance as this thing that's supposed to be positive towards a person's life. They have a partner that makes them feel better or that they genuinely like or just actually can associate with. And really, I've seen a number of times in real life with couples I know that have that experience that can verify that definition as I've just defined it. But what is somewhat troubling to me is that anytime I've pursued it, and I've tried to remain as inactive as I can on, I mean, I'll go days and months and weeks without even approaching or saying anything to anyone. But I notice that anytime I actually pursue it or think about it in a way that is not, I don't want to say academically, but just on a personal level of, oh, I want this, I want that, it always translates to feeling depressed for some reason. And I guess it comes with the fact that, you see other people doing it and you question why that can't be you. But it seems so interesting to me how an emotion that's supposed to make other people endearing it to you makes you dislike them or just despise them for the moment. Just so get so sick of people trying to inquire about it. If it's not true, if you have one, you go, "Oh yeah, I have one." But if you don't have a romantic partner, you just will sit there and sort of deviate from the question. And it really is kind of frustrating to me how if someone's not in a relationship and there are a whole bunch of people that are single, we'll classify it at that, they're just assumed gay. They're just assumed homosexual because they're not with somebody. And I think that's a really unfair claim to make. I've seen that claim made about teachers I've had, some of which even turned out to be married, just on the basis that they hadn't seen them with a member of the opposite sex in their work environment, which is the only place they see them. I don't know why they would have someone up there. The point I'm making is it makes no sense to just always jump to this conclusion. When I think of something homosexual or something that I would interpret as homosexual, I would think of two males or two females kissing or holding hands or doing some gesture that is romantic and is geared towards a person of the same sex. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't see the people who I've seen accused of this doing any of that. And it just it doesn't add up because you have people who are that way, and I don't feel the need to be categorized as one of them when I'm not. And there's always that worry that when people characterize you that way, people who say are the opposite sex and you might be interested in, or if you you get the courage of, might even think they're interested in you, will start to believe that and seek someone else or just kind of withdraw their interest in you. And basically, it's become this thing now where it just messes everything up for you romantically. So it's as if it's a cycle of just problems, all started by the fact that you weren't with somebody for however long you weren't with them. And look, people have plenty of good reasons to be with a person. People have plenty of reasons to not be with a person. We live in a society where type one way of living is accepted more than the other. And I really don't believe that we can just go around and make generalizations about the whole category of single people and just say all of them are homosexual because we have no basis for that. And I even had a person who told me that if you take a hiatus from dating members of the opposite sex, some kind of there's a higher chance of you becoming homosexual, which is I don't believe so because everyone that I've spoken to who has confirmed that they are, usually Well, they all tell me that they started, I guess, discovering that they were when they were approaching the latter years of middle school, or just, and I think that's another interesting thing. I did not pursue, or I mean, I was attracted to, girls when I was in fourth and fifth grade and everything, but I didn't actually pursue or strike up the courage to go and do that until seventh. And that's around age 12, about the same age as what these people I know that are homosexual have told me about themselves. So I think it actually, if we look at it that way, I think we can humanize homosexuals to people who are not, because it really does kind of give us a commonality of just the same time when you realize what you prefer or what your orientation is. And I think people oftentimes just have these views on that way of living that aren't correct. And if we work towards being more accepting of people for who they are and who they love, then we'll be a better society. So thank you for watching and have a good day.